Moving on to someone who actually was the AGT host before Tyra Banks filled in, Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is firing back and responding after ViacomCBS fired him. It's happening in a lengthy Facebook post that he shared on Wednesday, where he not only is demanding full ownership of his long-running MTV and VH1 series Wild and Out, but he's also asking for an apology from the company. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the story, ViacomCBS decided to end their relationship with Nick after he, quote, failed to acknowledge or apologize for perpetuating anti-Semitism. They are referring to comments he made on his podcast here that Black people are the true Hebrews. So the actor and TV host wrote in part that if I have furthered the hate speech, I wholeheartedly apologize. But now I am the one making demands. I demand full ownership of my billion-dollar Wild and Out brand that I created, and they will continue to misuse and destroy without my leadership. I demand that the hate and backdoor bullying cease. And while we are at it, now that the truth is out, I demand the apology. Cass, what did you make of this statement? And also, what do you think this means for his future?
I think that there are so many questions in regards to Nick Cannon's future because he is someone who is a powerhouse in this industry who holds many positions from radio to TV to reality shows. So, just thinking of his current gigs that he has going on, I mean, he's the host of The Masked Singer on Fox. He's
Right.
currently executive producing a brand new show that literally just launched days ago on called Celebrity Call Center. So he's got that going on. Plus, he
Right.
has a new talk show launching this fall in October, and he's got the morning radio show, Power 106 in Los Angeles. So, obviously, it begs the question, will these employers of Nick Cannon's for these current gigs follow suit with Viacom CBS and cut their ties with Nick? Now, obviously, with Viacom CBS, this one was so bold, this statement that they made in the action of cutting ties with Nick, because of the history that Nick has with the company. I mean, this isn't someone who just worked with them on one project,
Mhm.
randomly. This is someone who has years and years of history with
History.
Viacom. I mean, just to give you, a few examples from 2005 to 2020, right now, currently, Wild and Out. Also 1998 to 2004, all that. Remember 2 seasons of the Nick Cannon Show with Nickelodeon, that's Viacom. 2016, Nick was the executive producer of The Halo Effect with Nickelodeon. So not only just
Mhm.
fronting a lot of shows, but also working with them behind the scenes too with producer credits. So this is a very big move that Viacom made, and it's no wonder that Nick was trending on Twitter this morning. Also, Mariah Carey, his ex, was also trending
Of
because
course.
this is something that I think is very shocking to a lot of people for many different reasons. But one of the trends was "Damn Nick."
And it is significant considering that, I mean, he literally was discovered and grew up with this parent network, this parent company, I
Hmm.
should say, starting with Nickelodeon. And then, Wild and Out is still on the air and is wildly successful, no pun intended. And
No
so
pun intended.
now he's asking for full ownership of it. He's like,
Right.
don't take this away from me. He's afraid of what, according to his statement, what it's going to turn into without his leadership. And,
Mhm.
Nick, while he while Nick also apologized to the Jewish community in his post for putting them in such a painful position, he also alleged that there was reconciliation around the corner with Viacom CBS, and that he, was sadly disappointed because now he claims, are turning into
Mhm.
an example of a outspoken Black man. He also alleged that Viacom CBS banned all advertisements that support George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and he claimed he
Mhm.
personally reached out to Viacom CBS chair Sherry Redstone to settle this, but received no response. A spokesperson for Viacom CBS says it is absolutely untrue that Nick Cannon reached out to the chair of Viacom CBS. But it's shots fired, certainly. And
Mhm.
obviously, he is attached to so many different things across different networks, mind you. So I'm not sure this is like, I don't think this is like cancel Nick Cannon right now, but it is interesting to see how
Mhm.
this back and forth and he said, they said is playing
Right.
out.